Hey, what's up guys? It's Rav. I have a really quick unboxing video for you guys today. I bet mine's bigger than yours. What? This shouldn't take long, so bear with me. Probably not something you're gonna need. There's probably some people out there that's looking for this thing or considering it if you're overlanding. So what we have here, just ran into my truck. What we have here is a box within a box. A big box within a smaller box. So I'm kind of relieved because this box is much more the size I wanted and preferred compared to this box. So as you can see, the sizes of the boxes are pretty different. So this is the Retevis MR300. Let's get it out of the box, see what it looks like. Now for the final countdown. See if we can do this without slicing our finger off. Whoops, it's not a good start. There we go. That's better. Gotta do this one too. Always cut away from yourself, which is not what I'm doing. Should be cutting this way. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Once I get this out of the box, I'll share a little bit more with you on it. It looks smaller than what I thought it was going to, or shorter. So we have U-bolts, which should go around here. Looks like it's going to fit perfectly. And then we have our bracket that almost dropped. This is the bracket. So the U-bolts will go through here and the bracket will hold it. And then this is it. And I think I'm pleased with it actually. It is about the right thickness. See what it looks like. I mean, we see what it looks like in the plastic. Let's get it out of the plastic. I believe this is actually going to be perfect. I actually may end up being very happy with this, which I was not sure I would. I very much contemplated this thing. I mean, let's see. Oh, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Okay, so if you haven't figured out what this is my new antenna for my new, that I haven't even bought yet, GSMR radio. Now, the radio that I want, I'll try to put it on the screen, is a Midland MTX 115. And I really wanted the whole Midland setup. I wanted the Midland MTX 115 GSMR radio. I'm gonna get a license, a radio license. You have to have a license to operate those radios, and I'm gonna get one. It's like $35. But they have a range of like 40 miles, I guess 40, 50 miles, and they're big in the off-road overlanding community. So that's why I want one. They have way more range than like a CB. And I plan on getting the MTX 115 to go in my truck. And then I'm gonna get a couple of smaller handhelds to carry on my molly panels that I will give to other drivers that may not have a GSMR radio in their rig installed like I'm going to, but they want to go out on the trail with me so we can communicate with each other, if that makes sense. And this thing has I didn't bring my wire cutters, and it has wire ties holding this, which I really don't even need to. Oh, it's got the spring in here. So the radio that I want from Midland is like $165. And then Midland actually has their own antennas for those radios, which I really did want. I mean, I like just, you know, having the whole thing be like Midland, right? Unfortunately, their antennas are like 170 to the one I really wanted was like $224 or something like that. So I cheaped out and I bought this Retevis. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Retevis. There wasn't a whole lot of videos on YouTube about this Retevis. So I really kind of wanted to get one because I could send it back. I ordered it from Amazon, and I think it was $72 or $71. It actually went down in price recently. It's perfect. This is not too big. Like, actually the one that I was gonna get from Amazon or from Midland is way bigger around than this, but I think this is actually perfect for my truck. I just don't know if I want to put it there, or put it there, or put it there, or put it there. I think I'll probably put it right there. Oh, I just threw my camera into chaos. So I have the active tracking on. Clean up a little bit so stuff don't blow away. But there is a spring, here it is, that comes with this thing. Jesus, I was going to be able to take that off without cutting the other wire tie, but I would not. There we go. All right. And this thing's going to be fun to install because I'm going to have to run this big thing. And another thing I liked about the Midland, I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it looks like this one does. The end comes off. Yeah, that comes off. Okay. So it'll make it a lot easier because trying to run this thing, I've did this before with like CB radios, and trying to get this thing fished through the firewall of a truck is a complete pain in the butt. But this is going to be pretty epic, I believe. And this is going to be the spring for it. Right there. Bam. It's even got a little plastic grommet to protect the threads on here. So basically, this will just screw onto here, if you can see this. Yeah, I'm very pleased. It's a little longer than, you know, but I think if I put it down here, I planned on putting it up here on the top one, but I might just run it on the bottom one here, the bottom bar. And I think if I run it on the bottom bar, it's going to be the perfect height. And that'll leave my top bar for other things. I think right there is going to be perfect. There on the bottom bar is where I'm going to put this. All right, I'm going to try to get it installed here real quick. I don't think I'm going to show you guys the installation because I may struggle with it a little bit. We'll see. I guess maybe I will like try to show you guys. We will take the brackets out of here. Thinking that'll be it right there, man. Perfect. Wish these were black, but it is what it is. As long as it works. I think that's all that really matters, right? It's gonna be interesting to see. Do I want it to go front ways like this? Back ways like this? I believe back ways like that is the way we're gonna want it. Okay. So we'll take these. So there's a bunch of, there's washers and a lock washer. So I'm sure we want that to be on the outside, or at least the lock washer on the outside. So we'll put it up there. All right. Lock washer's up there. I'm trying to figure this out. I don't think both washers need to be. Both washers are gonna need to be on the outside, right? This is gonna go just like this. Okay, this is not going very well. Not sure why. It goes right on. Try this again. There we go. And that's it. Now the other one. Getting there, guys. Bear with me. It should. Do you want it this way? Yeah, I think so. There we go. Just like that. That's how it goes. Beautiful. Now we have to just get the washers on there, tighten it down. I think we can do it just like this, actually. Until we get it in place where it's supposed to be. Perfect. I don't know what size little wrench I'm going to need for this though to tighten it down. Kind of interesting. Got that one. Oh, we're missing one washer. Did I put two washers on one? Nope, I don't believe I did. We're missing one little flat washer unless it fell off. I believe I dropped it because I don't see it on the ground. Okay, so this one on the bottom won't get a flat washer. I think it'll be all right. Missing one flat washer, unless it's still in the packaging, but I do not believe it is. No, it is not. And I didn't drop it, so. Story of my life, we're always missing one, but at least it was a washer and not a nut, one of the nuts. Would have sucked worse. Okay, now we can turn this up. Okay. We'll just set this in here for shits and giggles for the time being, just to get an idea of what it's going to look like and how we're going to run this, how we're going to run all this wire. Okay, so this has to come off. And I'll go through there like that. And this can come up like that. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. A little tricky. We're close. We're really close. The problem is the cord kind of screws with things. Well, we're getting there. There we go. That's going to be it. The only problem is I want this cord to actually be on the back side. I didn't think of that. Well, that's what it's going to look like. Bam! Love it. Perfect. It's perfect. I'm going to get it all set up and tightened up, and then I'll come back and show you guys. All right. As you can see, she's all installed. And since I was able to install it on this bottom bracket, the bottom bar, I think it's perfect. It would have been too tall if I would have had if I had installed it on this one, I think it would have been too tall. I would have preferred to have the shorter one that I alluded to earlier. But because it was able to install there, I think it looks great. And it's very beefy. It's not actually too beefy. Like some of those Midlands actually look a little too thick to me. I know they're like 6 dB, and I guess this one may be, I think this one's 6 dB. I think those are actually 3, the shorter ones, but they're bigger around. So I'm completely satisfied with this one. This brush guard won't live on this truck forever. Someday I will get a winch bumper. When I find the one I want that's not too heavy, and I can get a winch and everything on this thing. You know, that's goals. They're like $2,000, the one I want. So just doing with what we can right now. But for $72, which is what I paid for this thing, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a little bit off, which throws my OCD into overdrive. I had it straight, but then once I tightened it down, it got real crooked, so I took it loose again and retightened it, and it was leaning this way forwards. And so I was really concentrating on getting it exactly straight up and down this way, which it is pretty close now, maybe leaning a little bit out that way, but it's pretty close. But this way, I wasn't paying that much attention to, but I mean, it's close enough, right? Close enough. See if I can give you guys a close-up of it. I'm digging it. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. That's going to do it to this unboxing and installation of my Retevis. What is it called? Retevis, not Retevis, Retevis. R-E-T-E-V-I-S, GMRS mobile antenna. I think it's a M300, if I'm not mistaken. I know I've seen the, and it was $71.99 compared to like the, yeah, it's an MR300. It is like 40 something inches long, 48 inches long, I think, or 42. Let's see if I can find that. I can't find any of the stuff now, but anyway, it's a 6.5 dB, 5-meter coax cable, which it does have plenty of cable. Okay, I found it. It is 48.2 inches. 48.2 inches. You guys probably can't see that. So again, if it wasn't for that being able to install it to the bottom bar on this brush guard, I probably wouldn't have liked it. It would have been too tall to be up on the top one, but I really like the way it looks on the bottom one. So it all worked out. Like I said, one of these days this brush guard will go away and I'll find the right winch bumper to go on this thing. So I'll put a winch on it. It's going to put a lot of weight on it. Kills your gas mileage. This brush guard's aluminum, and I can have my lights on there, my antenna. I may even put a high lift jack, one of the small high lift jacks on the top up there. Not completely sure yet. But someday this brush guard will go away, and when it does, this antenna may go away. If the bumper that I get doesn't have a lower rail like that it'll install to. But it'll be one of the things I'm looking for so I can keep this antenna, because I do like it. But I've got to hook up a radio to it and see how far it gets out and make sure it performs like it's supposed to. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this unboxing installation. Thanks for tuning in. I am step by step, a little by little, getting this truck built out the way I want it. I'm getting very close of all the things I envisioned putting on it, and I'll give you guys a tour if you're interested. So comment below if you want me to give you a tour of my rig. I've got one thing coming in hopefully next week. It just shipped out. It's really going to bring this thing together, and I'll try to do a tour for you guys then. Anyway, until then, peace.